Let's keep it going here on the phones and bring on Kimmy from Island Beverage to talk about. It's a great promo you guys got going on Saturday. Good morning, Kim.
Hi, Kimmy.
How are you guys?
How are you? Are you still alive? It's Chris from pre-COVID.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Kimmy. Wow, so
we're super excited about finally being able to do some kind of event, even though it's a limited capacity event. But we're doing a Father's Day event, but it's not on Father's Day because it's really, we wanted it to be kind of a pre-Father's Day event for us to, you know, hang out with our boys or our you don't even have to be a father to attend this event. That's what's amazing about it. It's called Bourbon, Rye and Dad. Right. And so, you know, take a date on this event, and if you're not a father at the beginning of it, there's a slight chance you may be after in 9 months. That is true. I mean, whiskey makes people frisky, so I don't know.
Whiskey is risky because it makes you frisky.
Oh, gosh. See what you started over here?
But that's what always happens when we talk alcohol.
Right.
Yeah. And this is a pretty cool. It's $40 per person. Hilton, Guam. Of course, Saturday. Bourbon, Rye and Dad. You got a crazy menu here too, Kimmy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a great food menu, but the menu I'm more excited about is the alcohol menu with all the whiskeys we have. So we're bringing out a Wild Turkey Master's Keep Decades, which is a blend of a 10-year-old and a 20-year-old. That's the name Decades. That it's just an amazingly aged whiskey from Wild Turkey. Then we have Russell's Reserve Single Barrel, which is, you know, it's charred. It's like super smoky, and for lack of a better word, but that's an amazing. And then a rye whiskey, which, you know, rye isn't that big on Guam just yet, but it's growing. And for people that don't really understand what a rye whiskey is, it has a spicier note over a bourbon. And then, of course, we're going to end with a shot of American honey.
A little sweetness at the end, right?
So are these like mixed drinks, or just like
Bree, can you dumb it
over
down?
ice or what?
Dumb it down for Bree, okay? Is there going to be an umbrella in it?
Definitely not, but Brie may like the American honey. It's super good chilled, you know, just taking it straight up, which some people do drink their whiskeys. But you know, the great thing about whiskey is you can have it as a cocktail mixed with like an old fashioned or a Boulevardier, or you can drink it neat, which basically means straight out of the bottle, or you can drink it with a little bit of ice, like those rock ice cubes. So it's really your choice how you want to drink your whiskey, and just trying amazing whiskeys.
Okay. So when you go, is it you're gonna have like a bartender and?
Yes, there's gonna be a bartender, and then there's gonna be seating, and the capacity is limited. But you know, because we want to keep safe and we want to follow all executive orders that have been issued with the Hilton. But yeah, there's still seats available for this event, and they can email me. The information is on our IBD Facebook page and our Instagram page. So follow us and find out all the information, or I can give you guys my email address right now. Right,
it's kgogui@midpackguam.com.
Yes, you can give everyone my email address.
I just did.
It's on the flyer. It's up, girl. It's up on the Facebook.
But yeah,
Kimmy, let's talk about the pairings, right? So I know we're doing the craft cocktails with Wild Turkey and Russell's, but this menu,
it
kind of
about the food.
No, I like my whiskey. I'm just saying that it kind of really seems like they are well, they are. There's bourbon glazed wings, St. Louis baby back ribs. So it kind of really seems like the food is going to kind of match the whiskey.
Well, yeah. So Matthew and his team at the Hilton, I provided him the whiskeys that we decided, you know, we wanted to promote, and he provided me a menu. And actually, the menu looks amazing. So there's sliced roast beef on a toasted baguette, bourbon glazed wings, like you said, St. Louis baby back ribs, and then a Durban sage blue cheese crumble, which is kind of an ode to the Kentucky Derby.
These are all his favorite, by the way.
Yeah, it's all my favorite.
I've never known anything not to be Chris's favorite.
Right. I mean, yeah, look at me. I love everything. Kimmy, for the seating, right, is maybe because it's a Father's Day thing and people want to come with more than two, you can accommodate that, no problem, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're seating up to 4. I can double check that with Hilton, but if they do want to save a space and they have a little bit special accommodations, just shoot me an email and we'll make sure we can take care of you.
Do you have to wear a mask?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, just to enter the hotel, and then of course they're going to do their security check with the checking your temperature. But I mean, I think throughout the event, people will probably pick and choose whether they'll put their mask on or down, just like eating at any restaurant establishment.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a given. I think we all kind of know what we got to do, right? And I just want to go back to how excited are you guys? Because this is kind of, to me, one of the signs that we're beginning to enter back into kind of the new normal, right? So I know that you've been kind of twiddling your thumbs during the COVID. So first event, right?
Either that or just like...
I don't think she's twiddling. I think she's twiddling her thumbs as she's pouring herself
a glass of wine.
I've actually been one of those at-home bartenders.
And you got all the
Gosh, we should have done the at-home, at the bar, at-home edition with
quarantine
Kimmy.
Cocktails. Oh, quarantine cocktails. Yeah, okay.
I've learned which whiskey drinks I like and which ones I don't, you know?
So what are some of your faves, Kimmy? Because, you know, and like you said, some people maybe just kind of sticking their toe in the whiskey water. So what do you recommend for the entry-level whiskey drinker?
I would definitely recommend Jim Beam as an entry-level bourbon. And a lot of people who are a little bit intimidated by the whole whiskey movement or whiskey genre of drinks, a highball is probably the easiest way to drink it. It's just basically a shot of bourbon and club soda and a little bit of lemon, lime, whatever kind of citrus you have. And then you can work your way up to actually drinking it straight out of the bottle the way they do in old Western movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they always do that when they're about to take a bullet out of you.
Yeah.
Hey, have a hit of this. This is not going to hurt.
It's definitely something that you can grow. It's similar to wine where, you know, most people start with a Moscato, and then they work their way up to red wines and stuff like that. So whiskey's kind of the same feeling where you start with like something that's easy, and then you can work your way up to kind of something a little bit bolder or a little bit more with a kick. So it's really a great alcohol product line to even be interested in.
Right. And I know it says here on your flyer that you guys are going to have craft cocktails from Wild Turkey. So what are, maybe you throw out a couple of those cool recipes that you guys cooked up for this?
You know, my personal favorite whiskey drinks are an old fashioned, which is basically just whiskey, some sugar, and bitters. And I do also love a Boulevardier, which is a twist on a Negroni, which is Campari, which is an orange bitter from Italy, vermouth, sweet vermouth, and then bourbon or rye whiskey.
That all sounded really sexy.
Man, you
Can
really
you just say it again?
Yeah, a little bit slower though, Kimmy.
We'll come over when we're allowed to, and then I'll mix you guys up some drinks.
Well, it definitely sounds like you've been doing your whiskey homework during the quarantine lockdown.
I do. I even have multiple books on whiskey just to kind of understand it more. But it's such a great drink to have.
All right. Again, this Saturday, right? 6 p.m.
Saturday. At Hilton Lanai.
Right. That's
so
going to be.
Email me if you want tickets.
That's
email is kgogui@midpackguam.com.
Kim, for those people who are listening, you don't really recommend just showing up Saturday at the door?
No, I mean, because we just really need to get a head count to see if we're at capacity or if we're not under capacity. So it would really be best to email no later than tomorrow. Okay,
guys. So again, you want to get in on this. Tickets are going fast. This is going to be a great event for Father's Day. Remember, it's Father's Day weekend, everybody. Because Mother's Day, we know when Mother's Day is like a month out. Everyone's like, Mother's Day, Mother's Day, Mother's Day. Dad's kind of, hey, guess what? It's Father's Day tomorrow. Oh, what? So yeah, do something good for your dad, girl.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
kgogui@midpackguam.com.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Thanks guys.
Kimmy.
Thank you, Kimmy.
Okay, bye.
Take care. Bye.
Don't be a stranger. We're located in Harmon.
Okay, bye.
Bring drinks. Wash your hands. Okay, bye. Ah, man. Kimmy is a great old friend.
Yeah.
What was that shoot we did?
It was the New Year's.
Yeah.
Gosh, we were already lit.
That was crazy. They were
lunch.
like, yeah.
Lit before lunch.
Right. There's a segment name right there. Yeah, they were like, yeah, we got to shoot, go over to Midpack. And so we went over to Midpack. It was like 10 in the morning. And it was, Kimmy was like, hey, you guys got to taste some drinks. And so she ended up